Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I will be using for the main reading, and you can get to the main reading by just going right down there and, where it says Crosswatchers jump to. I put a timestamp where the main reading's going to be. Now, all of this is the introduction, and it is going to be the same for every video if you're new to my channel. So you don't want to watch the introduction. I hope you watch it at least one time, but if you don't want to watch it, jump down there, hit the timestamp, okay? Okay, so generally for the weekend, what I will use is my Rodley Valentine, my Angel Tarot cards. I will use a John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I'll also use my Emily Anderson Crystal deck, and I started using, this is Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue's Angels of Abundance Oracle cards. So that'll be for the main reading. Now for this reading, for the, just the overview, the universal, I use the Waite Rider cards and my Colette Barron Read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all these decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, hopefully my sound is doing well. I've had a couple of those wonderful updates that always mess things up, but I've also had a couple of actually hardware updates, so hopefully things are a little bit easier, a little bit better. Now let's go into what's going on in the, just in the universe. Actually, I did post this, what I usually read off of my notes. I did post a link for this in Facebook and in Instagram and Twitter. Not much of a person I don't do a lot of Twitter, but I did post this, and it is a blog on my website, and that's divinedestinywithdebbie.com. So really we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury will officially go retrograde on the 9th of September, so we're in that shadow, so things should be heating up a little bit more. Remember, Mercury retrograde is where people tell you not to buy electronics unless you really have to, and in that case, then you might want to think about the warranty. It's also communications. Mercury is in Libra, and when, a lot of Libras that I know, when Mercury is in retrograde, get a lot of people from the past, also people that might have passed on too. So the veil gets thinner and thinner. So here we go, and it will stay in Mercury retrograde. Will be that until October 2nd. And it actually bounces a little bit towards the end of the month. It will bounce into Virgo for a little bit of time too. So when Mercury goes retrograde, we'll have 6 planets that are retrograde. Jupiter, which is in Aries, again Mercury, which right now is in Libra, Neptune, Pisces, Pluto, Capricorn, Saturn, which is in Aquarius, and Uranus, which is in Taurus. We only have 2 planets that are direct, and that is Mars in Gemini and Venus in Leo. Now Venus will be jumping to Virgo September 5th, and then it will then jump to Libra in the 29th. But we don't have a whole lot going on for this weekend. September 1st, and I think I mentioned this, Mercury is trined with Mars, so there's some interesting stuff there. But trining and sextiling, those are actually good energies. So then Mars, again, Gemini, is sextile with Jupiter. Mercury will be opposing, however, Jupiter, which is in, retrograde in Aries. So it's not a real heavy or hard duty stuff going on, but we also have other things that are happening. We've got those planets in retrograde, and they're making their own music. So let's go on and just go and see what we have here. Remember, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit. My job is just to let the words flow and hopefully stay out of its way. So let's see what we have here with the cards and what higher power wants to say for this weekend. Like I said, there's not a lot of real nasty or real strong energies adding into what we're already dealing with. So let's see if this is going to be a very positive weekend. And it doesn't really, whatever's going on in the world, yes, it does matter what goes on in the world, but we still have to live our lives. We still have to do what we need to do to carry on. Okay. I did get a message before I started all of this, and this should be a weekend where we start not living in fear. Remember, fear is a tool of the devil, and, it tries to control us. It tries to direct us. We need to work harder and harder not to live in fear. We are light workers. We are star seeds. So the fear, let go of that fear. Don't let the fear control you. Okay. So that was really strong. I was like, okay, I'll tell everyone that. Okay. Remember, anything reversed is strong. It's a little bit more oomph to it. Let's see what we've got here. Well, there we go. The sun is shining. So we have and numbers are very important also. So we have a 19. So that is a 1 and a 9. 1 is a new beginning. We can have it a 10 plus 9. 10 is transition. 0, God source energy. 9 says you have everything you need. Let's wrap it up. Let's do what needs to be done. Okay, so 19, you add it back up. It becomes 1 plus 9 is a 10, transition. And then we go back to the 1, which is that new beginning. So there is, like I said, the energies didn't seem like they're trying to create havoc for us. It doesn't mean that there aren't things being revealed. The sun is also a very natural disinfectant. The sun is something that, brings light into dark corners. And the sun is something that we all need a little more of. Okay? The sun does, this does denote a good job. This does denote, again, being fearless. I really got the fearless energy, just fearless. We have to believe. We have to just have faith in not what is going on per se, no, not faith in per se man itself, but faith in the heavens, faith in, God, Spirit, Source, Holy Spirit, whatever it is, whoever that is you want to say. So have faith. Faith is strong. Faith is shining. Here we go. Next card is, well, now we have that Page of Pentacles. Remember, court cards have dual energies. Okay, all the court cards do. So Page's underlying energy is Pentacles. So that is money energy. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. Capricorn and Taurus has a lot of strong stuff going on right now. I think Chiron's also in Taurus too, and I think that's another one that is retrograde. Not a real strong, nothing that we really talk about, but the wounded healer. Anyway, Pentacles, money, job, career. Pages are going after new jobs, new money. There will always, no matter what happens in the world, there is always opportunities to create. And there's opportunities to create something that can actually bring a living, can actually bring the money that you might need to do your living. So there's the sun energy going on. There's this Pentacles energy. Page, very enthusiastic, young energy, new energy. And generally, if this was personal reading, I would say new job, new career even, or a new opportunity coming in. So next card is, okay, now we have, again, that was reversed. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Now, the 3 of Pentacles is also, it's very interesting. Now, 3 is creativity, is celebration. It also is the power of 3, putting your energies out there, saying it 3 times, getting a couple of people with you to say it 3 times. There's a lot of, this is one of those times, again, this goes with this, where there's a lot of creative energies in making money or in making provision. When I see this card in this deck, I feel like this is about provision. Now, it's provision that is not necessarily something that we even expected, but it is, it's kind of like preparing for that rainy day. Maybe it's going and asking for a little bit of help, but the provision is, I do feel like this has a more spiritual aspect to it. And again, you put this together with that page, opportunities, new opportunities are about and are happening. So even if the world looks a little bit, crazy, there is positive energies all around us. And again, we have that Page energy and that Pentacles energy and the 3 of Pentacles. So, and then 2, the sun, and I love our little guy here. little guy, girl, riding fearlessly. Be fearless. So there is, whatever this is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the money situation. Not to tell you to just go out and spend money. That's not, if you don't have the money, don't spend the money. But don't be afraid. Money is, there is money available. There is money to be, money, is it money or is it just provision? I think it's more provision. But there are opportunities for that provision. How's that? Okay, let's go on to the Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. And let's see what we've got. Oh, cards almost wanting to flip. Not quite though. Let's see. We do need, there is stuff, like I said, not to, that be fearless. And there is, when you are fearless, you need to let go of so many things in order for you to embrace the possibilities. Okay, let's see what this is. We have the Three of Water. Now, this is the celebration card. This is always the celebration card. So we have three again. So we have Pentacles, we have Water. Water is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energies. It's very fluid, emotional. It's very spiritual energy too. Again, three, power of three, celebratory, creativity. So there's something, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. It's like, well, the world just seems like it's going to heck in a handbag or or in a basket, whatever you want to say. And then the cards tell us to have hope. The cards tell us that things aren't as bad as they seem. And then we get the Three of Water, which is all about celebration. It's all about believing. It's all about having faith. Faith in something that's larger than ourselves. So what do we say? What are you thinking about this video? I mean, what are you thinking about the readings? You don't tell me about the video, but the readings. Who's interpreting what with all of these cards? I mean, these are positive money cards, and this is the celebration card. So let me know what you think about this. Okay. Also, too, besides commenting, please go down here to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. The weekend, it looks like, at least universally, yes. It looks like there is provision, there is sunlight, there is a good, there's something good happening around us. We have to look for that sometimes. We have to believe, we have to have faith. But again, a lot of times this has a lot of provision to it. There is the couple coming, and there is somebody here that, in some ways you would think of this as maybe a church, or because there's the arches. But if you look, he's got an apron on. So he is, so there is a servitude with this also. So, and these people do not look like they are wanting for anything. So are they coming to him, or is he providing for them? We will see. We will see. Okay, let me know again. And why don't we right now start our reading? And hello to my Scorpios. You guys crack me up. Your brains, your minds. Oh my goodness. It's a dangerous place to be, but that's okay. That's okay, my Scorpios. You have a lot of hidden depth. So let's see what we've got going on for my Scorpios right now. Let's see what's going on, higher power, for our Scorpios. Yes, I have been telling everybody again, don't be afraid for this weekend, or basically basically be fearless. No fear for this weekend. Now, I've been saying that, I have been tagging that onto all of the videos, so just be bold, be fearless. Okay, first card, falling out. Let's see what else we might have for you. Oh, that card reversed also. And we have this card. So we have, let's get them in order, 3 cards. Both of these are reversed. Let's see what we have for our Scorpios. First card is 2 of Fire. Now, 2 of Fire has come up before, so if you cross-watch, if you know your natal chart, you may see this come up. The 2 has crossroads, choices, also coming together, some decision making here. Fire is, of course, our Leo, our Sagittarius, our Aries. Venus is in Leo right now. Oh, I'm picking that up for you. And my Scorpios, you are the ones that I usually feel more love energy than I do for anyone else. And I don't like to go down that route because, how many times can we fall in love? How many times can we have our heart's desires? Well, for you, my Scorpios, you feel so much. You feel so much that this could be another time that this is something that has lots of passion. This has a lot of being in the right place at the right time. This just feels right. Okay, so the Two of Fire, again, crossroads choices, fire, passion, burning, very determined. This feels like it's just a little bit more, it's a little bit more out of your control than you really like. You have to, there's also a lot of vulnerability here too. Now, normally you don't see that with the fire energy. It's more with your energy here too. But there's a little more vulnerability. There's a little bit more letting people see you for who you are. And I do like that. I do like that. Kind of a scary place to be. Kind of a scary place to be. But there's also a boldness, and there's also an exciting part of this too. So, again, what is this about you, my Scorpios, anyway? You're probably the most interesting one for me to read. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So the energies are right for something, but this feels real. This feels that passion. This feels that loving type of energy. Okay, next card reversed. Well, something's going to change. Something's going to change. So now we have the Tower card. The Tower card in the traditional tarot is about everything kind of falling apart in order for things to be rebuilt. And what follows the Tower card in any of these is also the Star card, which is that 17, which is all about this hope. Well, the life experience, this is a 16. This is life experience, Archangel Chamuel. This is something that's a little bit, it has that, that things that, kind of that, the carpet is ripped out, the rug is ripped out from under your feet experience, but it has this, whatever this is for your ultimate good, but it also is, this is that time for you to fly. This is that time for you to, just as you're kind of feeling like things are shifting around you, this is where you go, where you just take off. This is going to be an energy that actually pushes you into that next dimension, into that next experience. Okay, so we have a 16, 1, 6. 1 is a new beginning, 10 is a transition, 6 the number of man. 1 plus 6 is a 7, divine energy, divine umbrella. So a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. So like I said, whatever this is, and these two feel very close. Is this somebody eyes meeting across the room? Is this, oh my gosh, finally I figured it out? This is, is this something that my heart type? Because this is significant, but yet you are more because of it. Okay, let's see what this one is. And my Scorpios, yes, I want to know what this is about because I am nosy. Here we go. Next card. 8 of Air. There's a release here. There is a release. 8 is unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Air energy is our Capricorn, is our Gemini, is our Aquarius, is our Libra, and there's all this stuff going on here. I'm feeling like there's a big release from you. Now, this is your thought processes. This is thinking things through, but this is also, I feel like this is a release of stinking thinking. I feel like there's hope here. And again, I know that this isn't the Star card, but I feel like there's hope here. I feel like there's a future here. I feel like there's this possibility for endless opportunities here. Now, Air, thinking things through, making some plans, really strategic, really thinking things through, really clearing your head of old emotions, old hang-ups, okay? And also, just wanting to go forward. And again, kind of goes along with the mantra of the weekend, which is basically, fearlessness, be bold. Okay, anyway. An illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. Like I said, I feel like this is more breaking free. being bold, going after what you want type, but thinking about it, not acting with the with the passion of fire, thinking it through, figuring it out, and really going for it. So let's see what we have from John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. So we have a 216888612. Interesting with that too, but that the life experience where it says, something's happening, it's a big change. It's a big change, and breaking free. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Yeah, my Scorpios. I mean, I pick up on some of the romances, some of that true love sometimes for the others, but you have it more than anyone else. Okay, next card, you're true romantic. Next card, or this, temptation. Okay, this is reversed. This is reversed. So again, when I'm talking about breaking free, so we have a 15, again, the 1 and the 10, we talked about that. 5 is change, and then 1 plus 5 is a 6. So we talked about what 6 is also. This is the Devil card. This is that card where the people are chained. This is that card where they're afraid to slip their changes. They'd rather settle for where they're at than try and go for something more. The Temptation card, the Devil card, is facing fears. And, and then after this, it's once you face fears, it's like you just do what I'm saying. You're breaking free. There's something big, major arcana, so universal energy. Really think about it, really pray from this too, because sometimes you're kind of like, okay, this is where I'm going. I really want it. And then you're about to start, and then all of a sudden you get these fears, these worries, and like, what am I supposed to do? Should I really do this? Should I not? We all have free choice. The only thing is when you stay in fear. Now, I'm not saying that you make a choice, you don't make a choice because you're afraid. I'm not saying that. Sometimes you think things through and you say, no, this is where I'm supposed to be. But don't do it because you're afraid to make a choice. Don't do it because you're afraid to take a chance, okay? Because that's the thing with this card. This is facing fears. This is looking at, well, and also too thinking, and what is the worst that's going to happen? So something is really very positive up here. When I got this 8 of air, which is the illusion of being trapped, I felt like you were throwing that illusion off. I felt like you were looking at the reality. But then we have this fear energy, this fear that keeps us from changes, keeps us from trying. Don't be afraid to try at least, okay? Don't let fear be what stops you from trying. Now, if it doesn't make sense to try, no problems. Don't do it. But don't not do it because you're afraid. Does that make sense? Because there was something very romantic, something very special about that 2 of fire when it popped up. Okay, let's see what we've got here. And yes, my Scorpios, let me know what this is all about. So here we go. Let's go with the Angels of Abundance. Here we go. Let's see what we have. The angels have to tell us for our Scorpios. Pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. Interested with that. So pay yourself first. What does that mean for you? Is that even an aside, or is that something to do with this reading? Put yourself first for a little bit. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Or maybe it's just a new way of looking at even your finances. Maybe there's something you need to be saving for. Okay, let's see what we have for you. What crystal or energy we have for my Scorpios. Here we go. Amber. Well, it's all about the home. So harmony, home protection, calm, attracts love. Spread your wings. Don't be afraid. Let me know what this is about for you. Okay, comment below, my Scorpios. I'm interested. I'm so interested in what this is. Okay, take a moment besides commenting to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Scorpios, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.